remember when I was still at the age of 13 years old, we were sleeping. It was around 6 o'clock. When people were running, we had a neighbor was like, come out, they will arrest you, they will burn you in the house. Then we started also running. We started hearing gunshot, then my sister was shot, and then the rebel came again, started slaughtering her.
At midnight, so the rebels come and kicked the door and started to tie us. Those days I was even not know who is these people. They put us in some other house. All of us, they wanted to burn us. Then we start to hearing the gunshots when the soldiers they have been shooting gun and carrying, walking at night, walking in the rain, sometimes shooting. We are in the rope, so they beat us. We cannot even, all our bodies swell, all our bumpers swell.
So there was one child who was breastfeeding. I strapped her at the back. I was carrying another one and pulling the tap. And I had to walk for over 50 miles from Pabo going to my husband's place in Paicho. And I lost everything in a twinkle of an eye. And what touched me was the generosity of my own people. They didn't know me, but they would take me in, feed me and my children, wash my children, give me something to continue moving with the following day. And that is how I managed to survive.
Because when the children are abducted, all of them first go through the militarization, they go through the physical torture, the long distance walking, with the heavy loads. So it impacts on a person and a child, the physical person, the emotional person, the spiritual person. The whole person is affected. It is horrible. It literally devastates a person completely.
Okay, when I was taken, I was first devastated living with people you don't know and the harassment that I got from there. I was given to be a woman of a man that you have not loved, that you've never decided that you can have him as your husband, but you were forced to have him. But I underwent a lot of trauma. People could call me names. You are a connie, you are a rebel, you are what. Other people don't even want to associate with you. Even my own personal people, like my own brothers, people looked at me as an outcast. One time even I thought of just maybe I could just die and let me go.
She has nowhere to go. She has no uncle, no relative in the maternal family, which they knew as home. They are no longer wanted there. She fears that her children can go on the street if she's not there one time. Because every time she leaves this house to go and look for money for survival, she finds her children have moved aimlessly. They are loitering within the community, which is a problem because she has no proper home. She was abducted by LRA together with her sisters and brothers. Returned from captivity, she was taken on by a Catholic nun who was paying her school fees for vocational skills training. She's a tailor, but she has not had chance to practice because she did not get a sewing machine. So we hope that when we get money, we want to buy her a machine.
To give them hope to live again, to give them courage that there is tomorrow. A woman is a mother to everyone. Why is this so? It's because of the love, the big heart a woman has for every human being on earth. The courage that a woman has.
Told myself I must do something, even if it meant helping one girl, to realize their potential. I would be satisfied as a person that I've been able to do something and has helped another person, And that's how I started. Because what we emphasize most is to bring them to a point where they're able to express what they were subjected to. Because once they're able to express, because that's where healing begins, because they are beginning to vocalize it, either in writing or in songs or in plays or in music. Because in the African culture, in Uganda, music usually comes first in everything. We helped her to go through school. She did accounting and finance, and then eventually she began to work with me.
Working with the very people that also suffered like me. When I joined working with them, seeing the smiles in the faces of the child mothers, children abducted, those who were orphaned. So I looked at the meaning of my self-healing. even if I underwent rehabilitation and counseling, but when I started working with these people, their lives changing was what give me the strong healing in my life. And it has made me forget much about what happened to me in the bush. Though sometimes it comes as memory, but it will not hurt me again as it used to hurt me. Because I see like there is a meaning.
In appreciation of what we did for them, they came and said, no, we want to be part of that organization. We don't want to be your beneficiaries anymore. We want also to contribute in building peace. And for us, that was the greatest success. Because turning somebody from being a victim that was about to commit suicide to a survivor, then to a change agent was the biggest success in which I consider the biggest thing I've done in my life.
So when Hela Foundation asked us to submit an application, we did do that on this website. It was very easy.
Yeah.
It was very easy. The first money on our account, the excitement was great. I even called the board chairman. I was like, we have got money. Our money has arrived at
New offices, because here we are renting and it's quite expensive.
Way back in 2004, when we started from a very humble background under a mango tree. We were doing a really pressurized kind of work, and every day getting to the grassroots. We even have survivors at our gate. You know, if I remember in Pete, we even had survivors sleep in the office because of lack of space for their own protection.
Have a library so that it acts as a buffer space between this area and also the guest rooms. That is the learning center, and that is the guest wing, apartment blocks for guests.
Now, another question is on menstrual health hygiene. We are going to engage with community members, especially women and girls, and we're talking about
Today's session was a very good one about menstrual hygiene. I learned a lot that I should be clean, I should wash my reusable pads, and it has helped me a lot. I'm so much glad.
It has blessed my life. I have seen a lot of changes because every day as I come for practice and as I come for trainings, I learn new things.
Out of her salary, she is able to educate her child. It is encouraging. The skills we are giving is changing lives. For once, there was an opening. There's a beginning of a conversation having the women leaders out of the shadow. It has inspired me a lot to continue doing my work because now I know I'm not alone. The sisterhood has been created.
Trusting us is because we don't work alone. We work with the community and we believe in solving the local problem using local solutions.
Solidarity still is strong.